Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. The Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 2, and it's like almost an hour long. This is 2 episodes. Because the flashback, and it's like a whole nother episode. So they could have really stretched this out. Why not make it 2 30-minute episodes?
I know, right?
It could have, and I think how many episodes is Boba Fett going to be? Like 6?
Probably just 6 or 7.
Yeah, but this felt like 2 episodes. So
Right.
this is chapter 2 and 3, if you ask me.
Right.
Because when they go to the flashback, it's just the flash. Because the episode 1, it went back and forth between flashback and modern, flashback and current. This one's just like current, boom, flashback for a half hour.
Yeah.
But overall, okay, we get, how come Boba Fett isn't killing everybody he sees? Well, because that's not what he wants to do.
Right, because in the show, they even say it's different running a empire than being a bounty hunter.
Yeah, and then being a bounty hunter is different than any other job. So it's like everything has its own complications.
Yep.
So remember they capture that one guy alive. They bring him in, and Boba Fett's like, who sent you?
He's not
Who are you working for? Because these guys are like the Death Wind or something. They have some kind of cool like
Wind or something.
Yeah, some kind of cool like assassin name. And then Boba Fett's like, okay, so like, what does that mean? It's like, well, these guys aren't going to talk. They rather die than betray whoever hired them.
And Finnick is very much like, no, they're dumb. They're like street.
Yeah, you're paying just for a name. But then he's like, well, if he's not going to talk, he's not going to need his head. Then like, are these Gamorrean? Is that the name of the pig guys?
That might be. Correct us if we're wrong, but that's what we think the name is.
But they put a knife to his head, and he's like, I don't care. He doesn't say nothing. Down. Well, then he won't care that he's going to get torn apart by the Rancor. They drop him in the Rancor pit. Freaking just like freaking Luke Skywalker, my boy.
And I love that it rolls back.
Yeah, just like in the movie. I love it. All the stupid. I love that stupid crap. The guy's like, oh my god, I don't want to get ripped to shreds by a freaking Rancor. So he sings like a canary. It was the mayor. He sent me. Then he's like, there's no Rancor. He's about the same. Like, it's not like everybody has a Rancor.
No.
So, and Luke killed the other one, so it's not like they can just go get another Rancor.
And I don't think in Rancors, like are very much family oriented, so you can't have like a pack of them.
Yeah.
They'll probably kill each other.
So they found out who sent him, and it was a Rancor that didn't exist that scared him, which was pretty funny. I like that whole setup he did.
I was always gonna wonder if he had different animals because I thought
he had a menagerie.
Yeah, so I'm thinking he's gotta have some other ones.
So I thought that was kind of funny. I do like how Finney goes, oh, they're not that great. They're not world renowned. You're just paying for a name. They're overpriced.
And she was right.
It's like, you never pay for the name brand. You're just paying for packaging. Yep. So they're going to go give the mayor a little visit.
Yep.
But this time you see Boba Fett, he has his rifle with him. Mm-hmm. So he's like ready to fight. So they're walking that assassin guy through town. And he's still not using like the whole like, walking me, I'm Boba Fett.
Yeah,
like the whole like,
no litter, no like being carried by his men.
Yeah, so he's walking away. Still got his boys with him. I love these little pigmen.
Come with me. Are cool.
Come with me, pigmen. So everyone's watching like, damn, I guess they're going to the mayor's office. So I like how the mayor's office is like a regular mayor's office, kind of. Like there's a secretary desk and everything. This is the kind of funny I like. I'm here to see the mayor. And who are you? This is Boba Fett. Well, your name's not on the list.
He's like trying to do it all professional.
You can cue David Spade from SNL. Yeah. He has a little earpiece and everything. Oh, let me see if you're on the list. And
he's like, here, he lost one of his little pets, and I'm here to bring it back. Well, that's not on the agenda today. Like he's all looking, he looks that up. Like word for word, he looks that up.
And I love just like at the moment after that, Boba's like, fine, whatever, I'm going back there myself.
That one guy, remember the guy he let free, walks up and he's like, okay, oh, thank you for your, your spontaneous visit. But the mayor's not seeing anyone the whole week, and he just walks back there. Whatever, right. I'm done. You're lucky I don't kill everyone in this effing room. I'm sick of all you idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And he's like, oh, I didn't see your litter, so that's why I didn't have like the grand opening. And it's like, oh my gosh, shut up.
Who cares? No one's going to carry me around on a freaking bed, okay? I'm going to just walk where I want to go.
Yeah.
So then he just walks back there, and the mayor is sitting there, and the court's, 1,000 apologies for this rude interruption. He's like, here, I brought this for you. And he's like, oh, who are you? He's like, you know damn well who I am. Yeah.
Which I love that line.
And he's like, I'm the daimyo of whatever thing. And then he's like, well, yeah, he goes, if you didn't know who I was, and how the hell did you send an assassin to kill me?
Yep.
But this guy's being a little mouthy too. This is like, does freaking Boba Fett got a Chocobee award? Like, is that what he has to do?
Does he have to kill every leader and put a new leader that's his?
Yeah, like, no, does he have to go up to a person, drag him in the middle of the street, beat him an inch of their life and say, this is what I'm going to do to you? Like, does he have to do that?
I know he doesn't want to do that, but he's going to have to.
Because even they're like, oh, they're not supposed to operate in Hutt space. And he's like, well, why'd you hire him then?
Yeah, it's like, oh, thank you for returning this guy because he was breaking the law. Well, here's your payment. Then it's almost, and he's like, I'll take this money, but this should have been your tribute in the first place.
Yeah,
This
isn't a bounty, because I'm not a bounty hunter. I'm taking it because you should have gave me this to begin with.
And he keeps calling him bounty hunter.
Oh, yeah.
And then Boba Fett throws it back at him by saying, you're only in power because I let you be in power. So let you simmer on that.
And he's like, oh, of course, I'm only here for your will or whatever. And it's like, you try to kill me.
Yeah.
I don't know what Boba's going to have to do. He's going to do something vicious. Yeah. I don't think he's going to like it, but he's going to have to at least put these people in their damn place.
Yeah. So they know, hey, don't mess with me.
Yeah. I don't know. These people don't freaking quit.
No, they don't.
But I do like the fact that he has his rifle with him and he just kind of like has it sitting up like this when he's talking to people. Because no more me walking around without my weapon. Yeah. Because you guys don't understand. Just you should already understand. I got this freaking rocket on my back. I don't freaking shoot at this damn place. But then that guy's still talking crap. It's one last thing you should know. And this would be part of my tribute. It's a little bit of advice. And it's like, can these people, like, do they want to get killed?
Yeah, this running a family is a lot more difficult than bounty hunting.
And it's funny because in The Mandalorian, what's face told Mando, well, bounty hunting is a complicated business, and this is more complicated than bounty hunting. Mm-hmm. I thought that was kind of like a funny little connection.
Heading up the ladder, and then he tells him to go to that bar again.
He's like, you want to go back there? There's some information you need to know. And he's like, okay. And he's almost like, man, you people, man, I ain't getting... So, was he alluding to maybe it was that lady who runs the bar who sent the freaking...
Right.
But then why would that guy lie in the Rancor pit?
Either they're all working against him, and maybe that the reason he got the tip was from her.
Yeah.
Could be.
That he's going to be there. So
Boba goes back to the freaking bar, that original bar, and I do like the fact that the one lady goes up to the lady, like the madam of the house, and she's like talking, and they look over like, holy crap, he's still alive.
Yeah, it was that look like, oh, shit.
Hey, I can be still alive.
He should be dead.
Oh, I didn't hear your, again, everyone's about that stupid thing.
Yeah, the carry thing.
Yeah, the litter thing where you come and get picked up on the freaking palindrome.
I'm almost getting kind of tired of that joke a little bit in the show. Like, okay, we get it. He's not going to
do that.
He's not going to do that.
So she's like, oh, so you're here to partake? Go sit at the bar. And he's like, no, I'm here to talk to you about, I went to go talk to the mayor.
He told me to come back.
He told me to come talk to you, and you got some information for me. He's like, hey, and you're sweating bullets.
Yeah,
he's like, you're sweating
so
like
nervous.
You're sweating like he said something. He said
Mustafar.
In the middle of Mustafar, which is the lava planet.
Hey, forever, yeah.
I heard some Jedi got toasted there. So she's like, the twins are here to claim territory. And he's like, well, this is my territory. He's like, well, that's not what they think. And we're thinking, the twins? Who the hell are the twins? Then we hear boom, 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 boom. So this is what they were expecting him to be like.
Right.
Freaking, we get the freaking Hutt twins.
Yeah. Right. Which apparently are related to
their cousins?
Cabas, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, we're here to take our cousin's old stuff. It's ours now. So, yeah, we got Hutts up in here.
Right, which is a little more difficult because I guess... they say, like, they have, like, special, like, you have to get...
You can't just kill a Hutt.
Yeah. You have to talk to the other leaders to do it.
You either got to be wearing a really sexy slave outfit or get permission. So the only two ways to kill a Hutt.
And Boba can do both.
And he'll do both.
It's just like the mob. If it's a made guy, you have to get permission. Exactly.
Keep the helmet on. So then we see him, like, oh, cool. And I remember reading somewhere, like, people like, oh, the CGI sucks. It looks good to me. Am I crazy? I think people are making things up to hate this.
I know.
But it looked perfectly fine to me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Later on, we see some action. Was the CGI as great as it was in Mando? No, but it's still good.
It's adequate.
These guys make it sound like it's current season The Flash.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No, guys, we're a million light years away from that.
Or Supergirl or something.
Also, these Hutts aren't going to be doing backflips and looking awkward. They're just literally sitting there and they look fine. And
they're fanning themselves. Yeah. So they have their own little conversation. Oh, we're here to claim our uncles or cousins' things in these little tablets. Like, I don't care what your little tablet says. This is my territory. Yeah. I'm the daimyo here. And they're like, whoa. Then since it belonged to Jabba, and then the next ascension is us. It's like, well, technically that other guy took it, and I killed him, so now it's mine.
It's mine. So, and then he goes, well, we have someone to take care of you.
And we get this freaking badass looking Wookiee guy. He's like black fur, and I guess people are saying he's from the comics.
Right.
He was a gladiator, and then a bounty hunter.
And then some people say that he kind of maybe worked a little bit with Boba, so they kind of know each other a little bit.
I do like the fact that Boba looks over at him, looks over at the Hutts. He's like, I don't care who the hell you send. This is my territory. And then look, you were right. You're gonna have to kill me.
Yep.
And then they're kind of looking around. And then you hear the sister talking, but they don't translate what the sister says.
Right. And then he goes, my sister wants you dead, but I don't...
Do you like how he's taking the sweat off his face with like a rat thing?
Yeah, the fur. It's kind of gross.
Instead of using it, that's what I want. I don't want to ever use towels again. I'm going to use live animals to dry myself off with.
Yeah. Well, that's very Hutt.
Yeah,
I feel like
he's going to eat it afterwards, I bet.
Yeah, they use
the whole decadence of the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, but then the brother's like, well, it's bad for business to kill you.
Yeah, they have a little war in the street.
Right.
Because I guess they were supposed to be busy doing other things.
Yeah, he
I guess on the Hutt planet or something's going down.
There was like a debauchery or something.
Yeah, and
he
he's
said, like a business.
You guys go back there. Don't worry about Tatooine. Go do what you gotta do. And they're like, we'll deal with this another time. And it's like, well, you know it.
You go sleep. Yeah, sleep well there, Bubba. That's
bounty hunter.
Yeah,
because they're not gonna recognize him as the Danyo or whatever.
Right, and everyone's doing that. Even the mayor told him bounty hunter, and it's like, dude, no one's respecting you, Boba.
He needs to freaking go kill somebody.
Yeah,
he literally needs to drag him in the middle of the thing and be like, oh. This is someone I'm gonna let go. Just kidding, and blow their brains out.
And anyone else calls me bounty hunter, you're getting this.
And then as they're leaving, he's talking to Finnick, and he takes off his helmet. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sure it's over with." You don't believe that? He goes, "No."
No. But the best part, right before that, he has a stare down with our Wookiee buddy. Yeah. Look at that look. Look at the way he's looking at him. And Boba's like, "Yeah, boy, bring your Wookiee ass over here."
It's like let me kill you. I'll skin you and put it on my throne.
I hunt Jedi, buddy. You ain't nothing to me.
Exactly.
Even though that gun's bigger than Boba Fett.
Yeah, like his rifle is taller than Boba Fett. I love that rifle. So I thought that look, that stare down was like, I'm gonna kill you. But yeah, this ain't over. Boba Fett's like, maybe they're gonna just forget. And like, you don't really believe that? No, I don't really believe that. Just can't let a man dream, Finnick.
The only thing I think about, though, is that, like he said, if there was a disaster on their home planet, they must be desperate to take Tatooine.
Yeah, Tatooine, because that's kind of like a pretty scummy place.
Right.
Just let it be.
So either they got kicked out, or they're in trouble. That's why they're here.
And they're on the run, and they need a home base.
Or maybe they need to pay off some debts or something.
Right. Because he said there was a debacle there, and I'm like, I wonder what deal went down that messed up. But.
So he goes back into his chamber. Because he has to rejuvenate every day. He didn't even get into a fight.
Nope.
No, I think he.
I guess even loud words put him out.
I don't think he's like hurt, like like a problem. I think he just needs to heal properly, like 100%.
He probably has problems.
Yeah,
nervous system damage and all kinds.
And the
of
problem
stuff.
is he probably needs to be in there for like a good week. But since being the Daniel, he can't.
Yeah,
he's got to be seen.
So from here, that was a whole episode worth of content.
Yeah.
Then we get the flashback, which is a lot longer than the other part.
Oh yeah, it is.
So we get back. We're back in time again. And you notice how it starts out blue because he's underwater, then it fades back into like normal look. It's kind of an interesting little. So he's training the stick fight, and this guy, even though I do give them props for making the Tusken Raiders like the unique ones look unique. Like this guy looks unique compared to the other ones, and he's like the fighter one. Yeah. Kicking Boba's ass. So he's like showing him how to like fight with the stick and everything. I do like the fact that every time he kind of messes up, he's kind of slapping him around. I love it.
It's like hitting him.
You're not doing it right.
They do it better.
So they kind of saw him as now he's like a member of the tribe.
Yeah.
Not a slave anymore.
He rose up in the rank.
Because he saved the boy and he brought back that little monster head. I do like how he's starting to slowly learn like the sign language versions of things, like I'll go, go here, like he's like doing the hand signals and stuff, which is super cool. But he's starting to get more of the training, the fighting with that stick, the thing with the spike on the end, which was I guess a tool to like, it was like a grooming tool for banthas, right?
That's what we all kind of like said, because you've seen them do this with them and clean out the teeth of them.
But it also can be used as a weapon. I guess like anything. Like if you got a gardening tool, you can use it as a weapon.
Right.
Kind of like how remember how like the to hide your weapons, like your trowels and like it was like a sai, but it looked like a gardening equipment.
Right.
So you're allowed to have that.
Right, and then the thing that was like the chain with the side.
Yeah, that was to cut the wheat and then wrap it up. But you can also still use it as a weapon.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So I guess some thing comes running out of the ground and they gun it down, and I guess they kind of use things as like every opportunity because out here everything is. Every score you get,
you
everything
can't waste
you
nothing.
hunt,
Right.
you got to live off the land.
Because even that little thing fed the dogs that you don't have to feed that day.
Yeah.
Because now it goes to that can ration to something else.
But then you hear kind of like they sound the alarm, and we see in the distance what I thought it was like a bunch of like what you call it, like speeder bikes, but I guess it's like a whole train.
Yeah, it's like a space train.
But very Western.
Yeah.
Oh, the train goes by and they're shooting the native people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically.
So very, very Western, like, oh, they're the bad guys and they're the evil people taking over the land. And can I give these guys stop putting your banthas out in the open? They always get shot.
I know.
They've lost like 6 banthas. So they're getting shot at and everything. And of course, Boba, they don't let him have a rifle. So he's just trying to help people stay alive. The only good thing about a dead bantha is it provides great cover.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So they're shooting back at this train, but they really can't do anything. It's more like they're just taking it.
Yeah, because it's like kind of surprised and they don't know.
And it's like, man, and every time the train comes by, they lose 2 or 3 guys.
Yep.
So it's pretty bad. They got to stop this whole train. Then Boba comes up with an idea, talks to the freaking camp leaders, like, hey, I can get us what we need to stop that train. They're like, you can't stop it. They think it's a big speeder bike.
Yeah, it's like, you can't stop the long speeder.
Yeah, like, you can't. He's like, no, trust me. Let me go. Give me a rifle and give me a stick, and I'll bring back what we need.
Right.
They let him go, which is nice. Like, they trust him enough to leave camp.
Very surprising because you went up in the ranks of the village, but that's a pretty big to be trusted by yourself.
So they give him the thing. So I guess he just kind of walks to like the nearest like normal town where these people are at, and I'm like, so these guys are. It's funny. These are the dudes that were raiding the town. And these aren't the dudes from the train. These are 2 separate people.
Yeah, they are.
But he's gonna go get what they need to attack the train. So he just straight up walks in there, like you see them, and they're just like the loud, like they're messing around, drinking.
Really
They may pay for 2 drinks, but they'll take 6, and there's just a bunch of like meathead morons.
Yeah.
Like, and they're huge dudes, so like no one can say nothing.
Yeah, and he's like being rude to one guy, like takes his food, takes his drinks, drinking out of it.
I just like how the guy's like wife or girlfriend just sitting like, oh God.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh please, oh Lord, no one die. But this is wrong.
Don't say that. And then, because I bet you he didn't expect him to know his language, and then the guy turns around, what did you say? And he's like,
I said this is wrong.
Yeah.
What about this? And they just beat the crap out of him.
I know, they start shocking him.
Geez.
Yeah, they have like shock rod things, and they start shocking the crap out of
They
him.
pick up the girl, and I'm like, oh gosh, this is going to end horrible.
But then I do love, just like in any old Western, the door opens and you just see the shadow. And of course it's Boba Fett. He doesn't even say anything. He just walks in, and then we got to fight.
And then they know, they'll go, okay, this guy's for real. This guy knows what he's doing. So they grab their weapons, and they're like, it's time to go down.
So we get a whole bar brawl.
Yeah, and
These people get hit, knocked around. Boba Fett grabs the dude and just chucks him one-handed.
Oh, yeah.
Did Boba drink some strength potion before he came in here? Because he's freaking chucking dudes around.
And they're big dudes. Like, they're not.
Yeah, these are big aliens. These aren't like normal sized.
Well, it's funny. He is the perfect clone. So
Yeah, he's just like how Omega is.
yeah.
So his DNA isn't diluted yet.
Yeah.
And
So
then-
he just kind of beats the crap out of all these people, and he doesn't even really ask for anything. He just gets a drink,
And he just walks out, and everyone's just like, holy crap.
steals all their speeder bikes.
Yep.
So that's what he was going after, their speeder bikes. And so he like basically killed a motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
He brings back the speeder bikes. He has them all in tow. And first they think this bad guy's coming, but they looked at the little things like, oh, wait a minute, it's freaking Boba. And so he brings home the speeder bikes. He's like, this is what I'm going to use to teach you guys to go after the train. Yeah. They start taking everything apart.
You go, no.
No, we're going to keep these. I'm going to show you how to use them, because they were just like, oh, let's get parts. And they're just like destroying them.
Right, because then we can sell it or do whatever we need to do with it. Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm going to show you guys how to ride them. Then like he gets everyone like together to teach them, and they don't know. He's sitting on his like, he go like this. He's all like,
see, this actually is funny.
And he's all like shaking. He goes forward and back.
Like a bantha, like, oh, like, no.
They're like, okay, who wants to get up first? Guy gets in it, and he goes backwards.
He goes backwards like an idiot.
But then we just have like a montage of like training. She's showing these guys how to use this, like how to turn, how to use the boost. And of course, just like anything, they start out like crap and how to practice jumping from one to another. And then like they keep falling off and everything. But they eventually start getting better and better. He even tells that little dude, I thought little dude died.
I know. I was so glad he was alive.
Little dude didn't die. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I guess they burn their dead. They showed that in the other scene, like they just throw them in a fire.
Yeah. Right. We're seeing a lot more of the Tusken Raiders. Like
at least this tribe.
Yeah, as this tribe, yeah.
So they're all trained up, ready to go for when that thing shows up again. But he gave little dude a mirror. He's like, hey, signal the other people. We're going to have them forward. As soon as we start our attack, we want them to come so they can come from the side. Right. So they have a whole plan. So he's still training with the stick, and everyone's kind of living their normal life until the train shows up again. And boom, train shows up again. They get here ready. Are you guys ready to go? You guys all ready to rock? So they're ready to get out there, and they're all getting their rifles ready and stuff. And because they're excited too, because they want to stop this thing.
Yeah, it's killing their people.
Yeah, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yep.
So they got their little team of freaking motorcycle buddies. Then they come up on the train, and there's a lot of freaking raiders that go down.
Yeah, I know. They die a lot.
Yeah, because they're trying to get in there, getting shot at. Some get to the top. Some get up there. So I say out of like the 25 or like at least 18 dudes that ran up there, maybe 7 made it up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They lose so many people. How's this tribe even staying, like, just lives?
I don't know. Maybe it's bigger than we think, but we only see a couple at a time.
I would say this tribe maybe has 40 people.
And they lost 50. Like 10.
I know. Yeah.
That would be like, yeah, that's a huge part of the population. But we got the homeboy, the one that's been training in, the one that looks a little different. He comes in and they're like, oh yeah, he's coming for the rescue. Because they get to the roof, but they're pinned down. Because they have guys on the roof and they're shooting them with freaking, they have the one of the roof latches up, but they're stuck. They're pinned down.
Yep. Homeboy
shows up and he jumps into one of the windows, and next second you see people getting thrown out. Because I love the shot from outside, and you just see him poof, 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 and he's like walking through the trains. I love that. That was a cool look.
And what I liked about it too, it made sense for close quarters, because now you're in a small freight cart that's not going to be able to be like, setting up your shot.
You like the train conductor?
Yeah, I like this little robot dude. He's all trying to mess with
Star Tours.
Yeah,
yes, a Star Tours looks
so.
But like, yeah, because I guess the rocket's on top. So he turns the full blast, and that's going to burn everyone who's on top.
Yeah, he's telling him, get back, because he knows what's going to happen.
Right. And then also it's going to go faster, so trying to get to their destination.
Yeah, it's gonna pull you.
Yeah.
So he's working his way up to the top. He's working his way towards the actual conductor. He gets in there, right? And then he's like telling the conductor to stop, and the conductor just jumps out.
And then he runs away.
And it's in Star Wars fashion, he's got his little legs, just 4 legs, and runs away.
He does a General Grievous. He just skitters away. He's able to stop the train, but not before it kind of just totally crashes. Like it completely just runs aground. And so they stop the train. And it's super cool because all the raiders they're going to go get everything they can off here. They pulled out some really nice rifles.
Yeah.
Now they got the weapons.
Which I'm thinking, will that play a part in maybe the other part of Boba? Like the...
Maybe, they come in. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Notice how he's starting to be the daimyo. He's sitting on the chair. He's like, who's the leader? Guy takes off his mask like one of those fish. Now he's not one of the fish people, but they look aquatic.
Yeah.
Right. I've heard they kind of look like Pike.
Yeah.
Like kind of, but I think Pike had smaller heads though, right?
They look weird.
Right.
But the guy's like, hey, we were just trying to protect our trading routes. I mean, you guys are attacking us. We were just trying to protect ourselves. And the guy's like, well, we didn't know you guys were civilized. We thought you were just a bunch of like raiders. Then he's like, I'm going to ask you another question. Are you guys carrying spice? He's like, what's spice? He's like, basically it's a drug. He's like, I don't know. What does it look like? They open up a case. It looks like that.
Yeah, it's like all dust there goes everywhere.
Yeah, that's from that one planet that's been talked about. Like
it's
Rebels.
a drug.
It's a drug. Yeah,
it's an absolute like drug, and he
doesn't.
Well,
this doesn't look good for you. Yeah.
He's like, I got an idea for you guys. These people lay claim to these lands. This is their land, and I guess this used to be like a water planet because he says when the dunes dried up.
Yeah.
Then he's like, you guys. Your trading routes, you have to pay a toll to use these lands to these people. And the thing is, you know what? They're probably like, fine, whatever, we can do that.
Yeah.
That can be a thing. Then he's like, okay, we're going to let you live and let your syndicate know that there's going to be a toll. And if you don't, we're going to just do what we just did again. Right. They don't know they don't have anything to do that again. They just don't know.
Right. And they said that, any death done to us will be tenfold on you.
So you kill one of our guys, we'll kill 10 of your guys.
Yeah.
You steal $1, we steal 10 of your dollars. So they're like, but how are we going to get there? He's like, start walking.
Yeah, single file.
Well, yeah, we'll die. He's like, no. here, we'll give you some of these little water things. You'll drink the milk of those little black coconut things.
Yeah.
And that'll keep you alive. And you'll live how they lived.
Yeah, and you'll get to the closest town.
And in that way, you'll appreciate the culture.
And he goes, oh, we'll be attacked. They go, no, these raiders will protect you. You won't have to be
You're
attacked.
under our protection now.
Yeah.
As long as you pay your tolls and you don't do anything bad to us, maybe even make a stop and maybe have some trades or something, you know? So he's trying to build it normal.
He's trying to build connections with other organizations.
Kind of like what he's doing now.
How about, see, the thing is, what happens when you don't kill everything?
Yeah.
But they have that water card. They kind of waste the water.
Yeah, it's going to get to the point where it won't, like, go out anymore. But...
You're wasting it. Then the leader of the tribe's like, you did good, my white brother.
he's like, you're one of us.
So he kind of invites him in. They're kind of talking. He's like, thank you, for doing all this. He's like, oh, we got a gift for you. He's like, oh, okay. He gives him, he opens it. He's like a little lizard. He'll guide you. He's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll let him guide me. Then he like blows like stuff in his face. And then he goes up his nose, the thing just goes in his head.
So, like, was the lizard attracted to that powder?
Yeah, and it just went up his nose. It's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I think I swallowed your lizard. And he's like, no, it's going to guide you, but inside your head.
Yeah, inside your brain.
He's like, why do you call it the Mississippi Queen? Yeah. Oh, you'll find out in a second. So he has a freaking freak out. Oh, yeah. So like the mixture of like probably the powder and this lizard is making you have like a spirit journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he's like walking out in the desert. First I thought, is this just happening in his head?
Yeah, he's just like laying down.
No, I guess he actually went into the desert.
And he remembers when he had his armor and he got eaten by that.
Yeah, it's like it showed like he was walking, then he had his armor and he was walking.
And then there's like the ocean.
Then he sees the ocean that used to be there, and then, yeah, he's having a full-blown, like, absolute mental freak out.
Yeah.
Then he sees, like, a tree. He, like, walks up to the tree, but then it grabs him, and it's, like, pulling him under, like, when the Sarlacc was killing him.
And it's got, like, red eyes. Like, I know that's not fruit.
Yeah, we see it. Are there little creatures that live in the freaking tree? It's weird. It's
weird, too. There's the tree next to it that's smaller. That's like a little baby tree. I don't know what that means.
It's crazy. So he is like trying to break his way out, and he's like, but it's like him snapping one of the branches. Then I'm like, okay, what did that all mean?
And then he's seeing like flashes of his father, and then his father leaving.
Then
like, what is?
Here's the thing. Maybe this is my interpolation. When the tree was capturing him, like it was constricting him, he was seeing the armor. You're seeing the helmet. Is he like being captive of the memory of his father, being captive of Jango Fett?
Right. And maybe not being his own person, or being stuck in this line of bounty hunting that isn't gonna like be satisfying.
Maybe this is the reason why they wanted him to be a leader. Maybe that's telling him he needs to be
something more than just a bounty hunter.
Right. Yeah. And it also is that side tree like maybe like his future.
Yeah, this can be the starting of something new.
Or do you want to die in this old thing?
Or do you just want a lizard up your nose?
Right. So I don't know. It was very interesting. It's a very interesting.
It's cool.
Thing.
It's cool.
Well, like even the leader of we're even talking about, like, there's different tribes. Now, some of us are violent. We just gonna kill. But we don't do that.
We're just trying to survive. And by hiding is like, you guys shouldn't have to hide.
Yeah. Right. Because you're the problem is you're warriors, and also you're the ones that are the most decent. So people need to see you guys, not the crazy murdering ones. Yeah.
So he obviously pulled that branch out.
Which is funny.
So how much of that happened?
I guess, I don't know. Maybe a lot of it.
I want to see everything, but from the outside point of view. You just see Boba going, how crazy in the middle of the freaking
desert. He's running, let him go. As he finds his way.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't see trees on Tatooine.
Obviously, he found this wood.
I know, right? So where did he find it?
Did he like actually go physically travel somewhere?
Right. Oh, the wood found him.
Yeah, the tree found him. So he brings back the stick, and everyone's like, "Yo, boy, brought back the stick." So like they're all proud of him for bringing back the stick.
His boy.
Yeah, his little guy. This is like his little man now. I love him. I love that little dude. So he brings home the stick, and I guess that's like, okay, he really truly is one of our tribe.
Yeah,
now.
He passed the test.
Yeah, they're like, damn, he came back. So I guess this is like your I guess your rite of passage, basically. So he gives it to them. They look at it like, yeah, this wood is good, boy. You're going to need this. So I guess they take it to like the weaponsmith who lives somewhere else. Like he's like a hermit. They bring it to him, and that's when they make his, the lizard climbs back out of his nose. Oh, and he's like, honestly thought that was part of the dream. I didn't think that
I did not
happened.
actually went up my nose.
He's like, it actually really
Can you
did.
give me a little warning? Come on now.
Warner brother.
And then they put him in the garb. They put him in all their Tusken Raider.
So they give him so he's dressed like one of them now. Super tight. I love whenever in Lord of the Rings and then when a samurai, whenever they're standing there and like their dudes are suiting them up. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's like it's ceremonial. It's like beautiful. It's great there. So he has all the look and everything in the cloak and stuff. The way we saw him in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Right, walking around, yeah.
So he's gonna go get his stick made. So yeah, he goes to that hermit guy, and he, it's funny. He's making some of it, but then Boba Fett has to help too.
Right.
So he's like sanding it down, adding the little decorated marks like where the spike is. We thought, wasn't that thing metal? They cast it in metal.
Cast it in metal.
So the center is whatever that wood, which I'm assuming is a very strong wood, but he was still able to break it with his hands. But maybe since he was on that drug, it gave him super strength.
Right.
So now he has that weapon now. So, but that's his. Then he goes back to the camp and then shows it off, and they do a huge
dance,
a dance ceremonial. They're doing the different forms and everything. It's cool. I like it. It's
awesome.
cool looking.
That's
very
awesome.
cool. It gave a lot of flavor to Tusken culture.
Yeah, or to this tribe.
Yeah.
And that's pretty dope. I thought that was really, really cool. They still take people as slaves and do bad things.
Right. Which makes you feel bad because they talk about a time before they weren't like this. So were they kind of more of a normal society, and then things went really bad?
And then once the water dried up, everyone just did their own tribes. We're just going to go our separate ways.
Right, because if you think about it, kind of like in a Fallout situation, yeah, is there good towns? Heck yeah. Is there a lot of bad raiders that just want to kill people and not,
Yeah, then you just have those in-between places like Megaton.
Megaton, yeah.
Where it's a nice place, but there's also a bunch of scoundrels.
Yes, yeah.
But then you have raider camps that are just straight up everyone kills and pillages.
Right,
Yeah.
so I think that's what happened with the Tusken Raiders. There's a lot of bad, and there's these pockets of people that still want to hold on to something.
Some type of honor.
Yeah, some type of honor, some type of tradition that their people had.
So he goes out there to do their big ceremony at night, end of the episode.
Great.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool second episode.
I loved it.
I don't know how much of this Boba's past, because we kind of, now we get it from here on out. We don't really need to see any more of his past unless we want more details.
Right, maybe how he is going to find out about the armor. How is he going to get his ship back? His slave.
I want to see why Phoenix so loyal to him. What they
he must meet Phoenix somewhere.
Right, because there's got to be a moment where he saves her, but there's got to be something more. You know what I mean? Something that got her to be okay, I'm going to follow you.
Almost like you're Boba Fett.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that.
Yeah, that would be cool. I want to see that because we don't know that yet.
Or how do you fix her? Because how do you get that stomach thing for her?
Yeah, remember her stomach is all robotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they run into freaking Kid or whatever? They're gonna run into other bounty hunters?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, to Bane.
To Bane? Are they gonna run into? I don't know, because because remember they were 1 and 2 the best bounty hunters. Those guys. I just want to see a live action version of him. I just want to see
his face.
The way he looks. Cool. Bounty hunter. So this is the way he talks. He's always smoking a cig.
I love that guy. He's just such a cool guy.
I love him so much. So again, there's a lot to look forward to, guys. So it sucks. The CGI is bad.
And if we only have 6 episodes, we still got 4 bomb episodes that are going to be awesome.
This was a 10. I don't know what you want out of this. This is incredible.
It's
Action
super
story.
fun. Again, is a little more slow burn. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
As long as you get payoff, and this looks like it's building towards a payoff.
And not only that, Boba Fett's cool. He's just a cool character. He's so bad A in this. I just love him.
So, guys, we're going to see Boba Fett have to... Again, he kind of had to throw it down this episode. And I think he's going to have to, I don't know. Hey, guess what? This is something I didn't want to do, but apparently you guys don't understand anything else. And he's to kill somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He's going to have to shoot. I'm so why he didn't shoot that rocket and just blow up the huts right there. Just throw his head down.
Oh, yeah. I bet you get...
Yeah, but he has to get okay for the hit, though, so he
right.
can't.
So I think
from who?
Probably from the other huts, I bet.
Right.
Because they'll probably bring on them, yeah.
But that's going to be kind of hard. Who's going to be like, oh, yeah, take my cousin's job or whatever.
Yeah, he's all his business and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. You hate this series. I don't know. Here's the thing. To think, it was okay. I can respect that opinion.
Yeah.
But it freaking sucks.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what to say to you. You don't like Star Wars.
The joke
This
for
is
me
amazing.
is, it's abysmal and it sucks. Really?
I think this is. I don't know what you guys expect.
Abysmal's insane.
Yes, that's
an insane opinion.
Yeah.
If you want to say that for like Hawkeye, I won't disagree. I think it's just okay. But you can't say that for this. You can't.
No.
Not even close.
If you're a big Star Wars fan, this is a pretty decent. And you're like, oh man, I really like the old stuff. New stuff's kind of lame. This is still pretty good to me, even with that mindset and that mind frame. But even if you're just a casual Star Wars fan, this is great. This goes great to
My
awesome.
goodness, the fact that we're getting so much about the Tusken Raiders and how much more rich history they have, as opposed to what we thought they were just, mindless, guys that are going around killing people.
Like you said, I know the joke is mean. It's like, oh, it makes them look so much nicer when they did stuff to Anakin's mom.
Yeah, I know. They killed everyone there.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, so it gives you a different flavor. Like you said, there's other tribes that just kill, and that's just all they do.
Yeah.
And we want to be different. I'm like, oh, it's almost kind of like endearing to have like a Tusken Raider. It's like, no, we're not going to be mindless.
Yeah, we're gonna have keep some of our honor
and our ways of life.
Kind of like Mandalorians.
Yeah,
like a Mandalorian way of thinking, which is kind of cool.
Right, they're just like hired thug.
So almost again, like I said in last episode, maybe Boba needs to bring in Mandalorian buddies. Screw that, bring your Tusken Raider buddies in to help you run this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Bring them as all your bodyguards.
Yeah, let them be like your second in command and stuff.
I hope nothing happened to him.
I need to go back there all day. I want that little dude, his little man, to grow up to be like the leader, the chieftain, and then he still has his dog. He's a little bit older, but he's like, I may be old, but I'm so badass. I don't care. I want them to be like, because they be bros now. Yeah. I love it. I want them to still be bros.
Exactly.
He needs to come and save Boba. That'd be so tight. He'd be like, remember me? I love it. That's going to be great.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episodes. I don't know what people...
I'm excited for it.
I don't know what people want.
I can't wait for Wednesday.
I want him killing everything and everyone, killing Finnick, killing everything. Everything he sees, he just kills.
I know, and it's like, you can't run...
That's not a story?
Yeah, it's not a story for one, and also you can't run the Empire like that.
Watch me.
Right, kill everyone.
Exactly.
But yeah, next Wednesday, it's going to be tight. Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.